top of one foot on top of the other leg, you can. And what that does is it helps to close off some energy channels. You can do it comfortably, do it. If it's uncomfortable, you don't have to. Um, nice, yeah, like that. If Yeah, very, very good. If it's uncomfortable though, then you don't have to do it now. It's good to practice though when you're by yourself and in a comfortable setting. The reason, again, when you close your legs in this manner, you close off energy channels that are constantly going out. Okay. Your feet ground with the earth. The earth gives you free electrons, and these electrons help to ground you. And also, they are antioxidants, so a way to detox when you walk barefoot on the earth. But we're always energy coming out the feet and coming in. When you do this in yoga, it closes off this part and a little bit of this part, but still some comes out the foot. So it's good to put the foot actually on top, both of them up if you can, but today's not working for me. Again, if you can do it like that with both feet, that closes off all the energy channels and keeps energy constantly circulating through the body. And when that happens, it's a refinement process. Instead of just having like crude oil, the oil can get refined and turned into gas. So if you can think of it like that, your body's energy can grow the better it flows. All right, kind of like alternating currents, the way it works in science. So our body is a bioelectric salt battery. All right, we operate off of salt. Now, salt is a conductor, sugar is not. So when we have sugar, we crave salt. When we have salt, we crave sugar because we want to balance so that we don't have too much energy circulating and we don't have too little. Now, when we sit in meditation, this helps to detoxify the body. And also, when you breathe properly, it helps to connect the brain with the body. It's called brain body integration. You can also get that from different things like, sports and exercise, but it's a different kind of integration. When you do it this way, it's being still, so allowing energy to circulate freely. And the better you relax, the better it is for your energy, or what they call prana. All right, your life force. It can flow without hindrance. All right, sit up nice and straight, chin tucked in towards the chest, shoulders back and down, and use your lower belly to expand on the inhale and contract on the exhale. In the nose, 3 to 4 seconds. Out the nose, 3 to 4 seconds. This process I'll call neutral breathing. I'll refer to it that way. It restores balance, blood pressure, emotions, and brings your physical body back to equilibrium. Stay lighthearted and relaxed. Remember, energy flows where the least resistance is. And if you don't know how to breathe from the belly, that's okay. Because wherever the mind goes, energy flows. So if you put your attention in your lower belly, your mind down there, your breath, your blood, and your prana will start to fill and expand. Exhale, it'll naturally contract. Okay, one more neutral breath. Good. All right. Again, keep the shoulders relaxed, chin down, top of the head up. And this time we're going to move our attention from starting at the lower belly, then move your observation up to the diaphragm or solar plexus, and then up to the top of the chest. That's all as you inhale. It's like a wave pattern. And then as you exhale, move your attention or focus from the chest slowly down to the diaphragm and lastly to the lower belly. As you do that, you'll notice the breath will either expand on the way up or contract on the way down, wherever your attention starts to move. All right, try it out. Relax the body, sit up straight, blow all the air out. And we're going to go inhale for 1 to 2 Mississippis. Ready? Go. Exhale 1 to 2 seconds. Stay tall and upright. Inhale 1 to 2 seconds. Exhale. Start with your attention at the chest and work your way down, observing to the lower belly. Repeat. From time to time, swallow whatever is in your mouth. Your saliva builds up. And at the end of your exhale is the best time. Good. 2 more. Sharp inhales and exhales. Good. Shake it out. Neutral breaths now. 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out. Try to relax the shoulders. Sit up nice and tall. Three to 4 seconds in, 3 to 4 seconds out. Feel the lower belly expand. Keep your attention down there as you inhale. And on the exhale, let everything in the body relax. But stay tall, upright, shoulders back and down. Good. All right, next one is going to be all exhales. So for this, you're just breathing out the nose in short bursts, like that, okay? You'll feel your belly going in, and then as you pause for a second, it'll come back out all by itself. Focus mostly on the exhales. Let your inhales be natural because that's how they actually are. Inhales will happen all by itself. You won't even realize it and you're breathing in. But exhale, you have to choose. We always say exhale is a choice. And the better you exhale, the more deep your inhales will be naturally. Okay, try it out. Inhale as much as you can. And short exhales, pause after each one for a split second. Let the inhale come in naturally. And do them a little faster until there's no air left. Breathe it all out. Swallow, and then breathe in. Relax the chest and shoulders. Sit upright. Exhale all your breath out. And repeat neutral breaths. Remember to stay lighthearted. What do I mean by that? On the inside, if your vibration is positive and happy, good feeling, your breathing will be deep and go everywhere. When on the inside, you're a little serious or too narrow focused, what happens is your breathing gets stuck because tension in the body builds up. Your breathing becomes shallow, all right? And it's hard for your nervous system to pass energy through it. Your blood circulation slows down in certain places too. So what I want you to try to do is feel good on the inside. Now, it's hard to understand emotional control until we start doing things on the outside. So smile on the outside, a gentle smile, and then breathe in and see how that feels. A lot deeper, right? Exhale long. It's crazy how connected our body is with our emotions and our thoughts. Stay lighthearted, gentle smile on the outside, serene or blissful expression. And as you breathe, keep that expression. Try one more time. Nice job. All right, next, we're going to try the exhales one more time. Remember, sharp exhales, pause after each one. Breathe in as much as you can. Exhales begin. Good. Exhales, a lot of them. Go. Blow all the air out and try a couple neutral breaths. 3 to 4 seconds in, 3 to 4 seconds out. Smile. Keep it up. Funny because how we feel emotionally, if we don't pay attention to it and choose a certain vibration, then we might carry a lot of burden on our chest and shoulders, and it'll show on our face and our posture. Your body language will show. So this is a good practice when you practice meditation and breathing to try to keep a soft, peaceful, serene, positive expression. It's pretty powerful stuff, and it's so subtle. Probably don't feel it until you actually do it more often, but maybe you notice something. All right, next. This is the hardest breath you're gonna do today, but what it does is it triggers a response in the body. It's called intermittent hypoxia. Okay. Now, what happens in this process is your nerves regenerate. Cool, right? Stem cells release. You know what stem cells are? They're the parts of the body. There's little cells that allow repair to happen, DNA repair. Now, it also can repair all kinds of problems from torn tissues to broken bones to poor blood circulation, stress hormones, neurotransmitters. All these things can refine and balance themselves out. And this process can get done through cold baths and showers and like ice baths and stuff. The reason why that's so helpful is because it puts the body in a flash response of intermittent hypoxia. All right. It doesn't sustain very long, but it's pretty beneficial. That's why it was such a fad and a trend for a while. But it's too much of a shock for the nervous system, in my opinion. It's best to do it subtly. And when you do it through breath work, it's so beneficial. And the more you practice, the stronger the practice will start to repeat this neurotransmitter response, balance out the fight or flight, And also, like I said, your nerves can regenerate back to normal. So what you want to do is relax, breathe in as much air as you can, and then let it all out. When there's no more air left, I want you to hold your breath, pinch the nose so you can't cheat because you will breathe in naturally without trying. And so as it's pinched, you're going to drop the chin and your lower belly. I want you to try to pull it in and lift it up to your diaphragm. Your shoulders might get tense, but keep them down and relaxed while the solar plexus holds the lower belly up. Okay. Now, this takes some muscular force and effort, but try not to breathe. As you hold the breath, you're going to start to feel some shaking eventually. First, you'll start panicking a bit and you'll be like, oh, I need to breathe. Try not to breathe. And you'll notice if you hold it for a few more seconds, then you'll start to get this warm flush through your whole nervous system, all the way out to the toes. I had a student the other day say, I felt my toes curling. Is that okay? I was like, yes, that means the blood's getting to your extremities. That means now your toxins are getting pushed out to the bloodstream all the way to the skin surface. And the body goes through that process through intermittent hypoxia. All right. And again, it's a crazy sounding word, but it happens naturally in many ways through breathing, and you can induce it through other ways too. But this is probably one of the healthiest ways. All right, sit up nice and straight. I'll talk you through the first one, and then I'll have you try to do it by yourself so you can remember. Inhale as much as you can. When you're full, exhale all the breath out the nose. And when it's completely depleted, let out some more. Then pinch the nose, drop the chin, pull the lower belly in, and lift it up to the diaphragm and hold. When you feel like you have to breathe, you can drop the diaphragm, expand the belly, sit up straight, and breathe in deep. Use the nose so you don't trigger the fight or flight response. Exhale out the nose. If you use the mouth, it'll be a short, shallow fight or flight breath. Smile. Another neutral breath, just to restore the natural balance back to the body. And this time I'm going to have you push yourselves a little further, okay? Try it out. Breathe in as much as you can. Exhale all the breath out. And when you're completely depleted, you're going to pinch the nose, drop the chin, pull the belly in, and lift it up. Remember, drop the diaphragm, expand the belly, sit up. Then inhale through the nose, not the mouth. Good. Exhale long out the nose. Take a few neutral breaths. And it's okay if you don't hold it as long as anyone else. The goal is to reprocess the breathing. So once you're out of air and you like, oh, I need to breathe, relax, sit up and use the nose to first inhale, and then take 3 to 4 to 5 deep breaths. All right, last one. Ready? Sit up straight. You can do this like 10 times and it gets better and better. You'll be able to hold it longer. All right, ready? Inhale. Exhale all the breath out. Pinch. Drop. Pull in. Lift up. Take a few neutral breaths. Great. Anyone feel the flush or warm? Warmth. Good. All right. Next, we're going to get the breath flowing through the whole body with the right thumb on the right nose, right nostril. Inhale through the left side. Relax the shoulders. And with the right ring finger, go ahead and pinch the left side. Open the other fingers and blow out the right side. Inhale. Pinch the right, out the left. Inhale. Pinch the left, out the right. Inhale. Relax the shoulders. Pinch the right side, breathe out the left. Inhale. Pinch and breathe out. Remember to swallow at the end of your exhales from time to time. Inhale. Pinch the right, out the left. Relax. Breathe in. Pinch the left, out the right. Inhale. Good. Pinch the right side, breathe out the left. Inhale. Pinch the left, out the right. I'm gonna let you do a few on your own. Remember, whenever you're done breathing out, breathe in the same side. Then pinch and breathe out. So after breathing in, you blow out the opposite side. Once you breathe out, breathe in the same side. Good. After you blow all the air out, this last one, drop the hand, pinch the thumbs, open up the fingers, and breathe in. Use the index fingers to pinch the thumbs, while the other three fingers open up. Great job. Do you guys know what chanting is? Have you ever heard it? No? There's a special word called Om or Om. This word came from Sanskrit. According to the Vedas or the scriptures of Hinduism, they say that, which is one of the oldest religions, but it's more about spirituality. The the God or the universe, the first sound ever made was Om. And so it's got some kind of connection to nature and our true nature, our original nature, creation. And so when you make the sound Om, it creates a vibration from within and resonates without. So we'll try just for a few times. When you do it, you're going to hear me doing all kinds of pitches. The different pitches and sounds you do correlate to the different organs in the body and improve circulation. If you can get a vibration like a to go to your throat, that sparks your parasympathetic nervous system. That's where healing and recovery take place, and also a natural circulation of breath and blood. When you get it to your third eye, when you make a sound, there's a vibration on the inside. If you direct that sound to your third eye, that'll start to open up your mind's eye, and you'll get more neurotransmitters to release into the bloodstream and throughout the body. All right, relax, sit up nice and straight. Take your fingers, your thumbs, pinch them with the index fingers, and place the three fingers covering your eyes gently. Your thumbs will pinch the earlobes and close your ears. Your index fingers, right at the eyebrows or slightly above, can point towards your third eye. And as you breathe in, relax. You don't need to exhale because you're going to make a sound. Ready? Try it out. Repeat. You can do a higher pitch or lower if you like. Excuse me. Sorry. Try again. Breathe in. And again. Any pitch you like. Oh. And last one. Oh. Drop the hands, sit up tall, and take some deep breaths. Pinch the thumbs, open the hand, place the hands on the knees, and deep breaths. Opens up the throat chakra. And if you get the vibration going to the third eye, opens up your third eye chakra too. All right, shake it out, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers. Take some deep breaths and unfold. Oh God, I'm stuck. Pretend like everything's fine. Whew. And just stand up. Ah. Walk around like it's normal. Ah, you're good. Nothing's numb. Hips are good. Feel your feet connect with the floor, look straight, and try to walk as normal as you can. And everything will go back to the way it should be. Whew, good. I haven't sat in half lotus like that for a long time. Whew. Remember, the tension you feel will dissipate. Whatever you feel that's tight, that was already there. Now, sitting allowed the blood to flow to the areas that you weren't normally getting it to go. So now that the blood was flowing there, it was causing expansion within the blood vessels and the nerves. So that expansion might be what you're experiencing right now. What the Marines say, and in Kung Fu too, is pain is weakness leaving the body. All right. Now, of course, when you break something, that's different, or when you cut yourself, that's different. But pain from sitting, pain from breathing, and practicing things like yoga, in general, is blood flowing and to places that maybe it's not familiar with or it doesn't really get that concentration of circulation. And it feels like nothing's flowing in certain places, but that's actually a misconception. All right. So eventually you'll get back to normal. But until then, go ahead and grab some water and we're going to do a little exercise for posture. A lot of times, the reason why we experience this kind of tension and pressure from sitting is because we do sit too much. And sometimes when we sit, our posture is bad or poor. And poor posture causes poor blood circulation. It also causes overthinking, worry, fear, and all kinds of psychological things that we don't want. Shallow breathing is the way to catch yourself. If you notice your breathing is shallow, like for example, let's say you're sitting behind a computer and you're super focused, trying to get something done. Okay, what happens when you super focus is you get narrow viewed, narrow minded, right? Because you're focused. Whenever you become a little narrow minded, your breathing becomes shallow, your circulation of blood gets restricted, and you build up tension somewhere in the body. Might be different for certain people, but most of the times it's here. And also here. Okay, so then this part gets cut off, and then tension builds here. Okay, and what's funny is these are your parts of your body where they call your chi reservoirs, or where energy needs to go, so they can pump fluids throughout the body. And so when here gets blocked off from breath and blood flow, if you ever watch a baby, you'll see they breathe normally through here, but we unnaturally start to breathe too much from up here, and it cuts off this area. So we're tense around here, and here gets tight. So if you notice that your breathing is shallow from sitting for 20 minutes and your posture gets bad, stand up, get up, walk around. Okay. Even if you have a class, find a good point in the lecture to be like, excuse myself, and walk out. Okay. Breathe. Okay. Maybe look outside, look at some trees because they help you breathe and you can connect with them by looking at them. But if you're actually outside, it's better too. These walls are kind of like detrimental to our health, but that's another point. Um, so remember, breathing can happen naturally, but a lot of times it unnaturally gets hindered. So when you notice it, take a break from what you're doing and just take some deep breaths, and you'll feel a lot better. All right, let's go against the wall. Pick any wall you like. Mirror's fine too. We'll clean them later. Um, and when you get to the wall, we're going to place the hand against the wall with your arm slightly away from it. We're going to do a little reset of the feet. So what I mean by that is take your feet and go out with the ankles, in, and then forward, and then back. Okay, this resets the alignment of the feet. Then take your pelvic bone and slightly tuck it forward like a half inch. Then bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Chin stays in, top of the head stays lifting up. This is going to work these posture muscles, and you're going to hold yourself up. Use the wall if you need it to stay tall without leaning. Okay. Good. And bring the knee up to the hip height. Keep your foot flat. Keep your posture the same with the shoulders back and down, pelvis slightly forward. Base foot pushing through the floor, straighten you out, and look straight ahead and breathe through your belly. Focus on the belly and looking straight. Breathe deep. Good. Keep breathing from the belly. 3 more. Keep that knee up in line with the hip. Ooh, it's tough, right? Go ahead and take a breath and drop. Ooh, breathe. Ooh, release the tension. Bring the ankles out. Feet lift up a bit. In, forward, and back. Good. Realign your hips. Ooh, poke it forward. Realign the shoulders up, back, and down. And lastly, the neck, the chin comes in while the top of the head elongates like a string pulling it up. And switch sides. Inhale. Bring the knee up to the hip and the foot flat, in line with the floor. Good. Breathe deep, focusing on the lower belly. Long exhales. Top of the head lifting up, base foot pushing through the floor, shoulders stay back and down. And keep breathing. Look straight ahead. 2 more breaths. Last one. Bring that knee up. Whew. Good. And drop. Catch your breath. Feet go out, in, forward, and then back. Good. Pelvis forward, shoulders up, back, and down. Chin in, top of the head up, and take some steps. Good. All right. After you walk a little bit, we're going to do one more for your back and neck. Against the wall, you put one foot against it and the other foot in front. So your heel goes to the wall, then you go heel to toe. Hey, once you're there, stand next to the front foot and then split the feet apart, shoulder width about, and reset the feet alignment again. Reset the pelvic bone and the hips, shoulders, neck, and lower your hips to the wall. Once you're touching the wall, we're going to reset everything. Pelvic bones forward, remember? Big toes are pushing through the floor, straightening out the legs. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down. So the hips and shoulders stay glued to the wall. Okay? Chin stays in, top of the head stretches up, but don't let the back of the head touch the wall. Breathe, feel the belly expand and contract. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, let it contract. Keep the hips and shoulders glued to the wall, chin in, top of the head up. From time to time, fix your shoulders back and down and reset your whole posture, stretching up with the head, attention in the belly, looking straight ahead. And big toes pushing through the floor, keeping the thighs and glutes engaged. Doing great. Keep it up. Hmm. Keep trying to elongate the neck. Push those big toes through the floor. Keep the shoulders back and down. Attention in the lower belly. About 9 more breaths. Keep it up. Hmm. Doing great. Keep the top of the head stretching up without the back of the head touching the wall. Look straight. Big toes push through the floor. Hips tucked forward. 2 more. Last breath, attention in the belly. Well done. Next breath, peel your body off the wall like a sticker. Hips, shoulders, and reset your feet alignment. Out with the feet, in, forward, and back. Good. Pelvic bone next. Hips forward, shoulders up, back and down. Chin in, top of the head up. Look straight ahead. Breathe 1 step in front of the other. Lift the knees. Good. Walk around a bit. Hey, everyone's got great posture all of a sudden. What? Good job. Keep moving a bit. Try to look straight ahead. We have a habit nowadays to look down. Life exists here, though. Okay. And when we start looking down, we start bringing existence down. Where you're looking determines where your psychology goes, where your chi, your energy, your prana flows. So we want to be giving to life, not taking in from life. Okay. When your head goes down, you're drawing energy in and holding into certain places while coming out the head. All right. We need to stay tall so energy can come down, pour through the crown chakra, and flow out the feet. All right. So poor necks are really messing up our energy flows. It's crazy. I didn't know that until I was like 25 and I started noticing it. I was like, wow, all this video games and TV watching with bad posture is screwing up my whole body. All right, grab some water if you like, and we're gonna stretch a little bit. I was gonna end a little early, but I guess we'll go another 7 minutes. All right. Um, Before we start, remember that what we did for posture, that you can practice every day. The more you practice, the better your posture improves. Right? But we'll do it once in a while here in class too. All right, feet at the top of the mat, knees slightly bent. Remember, hips slightly forward, shoulders come out, and bring the palms up. Good. Go back out and down. Good. Relax. Repeat. Inhale, come up. Stop with your hands over your head and grab your elbows. Exhale and bend at the hips. Go all the way down until you can't go anymore. Stop there and breathe. Rotate left and right. Good. Keep breathing. And let's go forward and back with your hips. Good job. Drop the hands and shake out the shoulders. Go all the way down. Stop in sumo, where your knees are split Your elbows are going into your inner thighs, and then bring your hands together into prayer pose. Push out with the elbows while your chest opens up. You'll face this way. So it's out and straight. Nice. Okay, next we're going to take one arm and go in while the other arm comes up. And switch. Drop the shoulder and bring the other arm up. Good. Down. And next, from here, we're going to take a knee and bring it in and drop it, but try to keep your hips looking straight. Boom. Good. Rotate the joints. Oof. Ball of the foot. Good. Keep looking straight. Good. Okay. Next, we're going to go to the outside of the leg and bring it down. Straighten out the other leg. And we're going to rotate the knee around. So you're going to bring it like this. You can do it no hands or with hands to help support. You're going to rotate in a circle like this. Okay. And again, you can do no hands. And rotate the joints. So you're doing a full circle. Pulling the knee in. Lifting up. And round. And again, if you want to use your hands to help you so you don't put as much pressure on the joint, that's fine. Try to keep the knee engaged with the floor the whole time. This will help open it up. Good. Try a couple and then change directions. Keep breathing. And we'll switch sides. Try the other leg. Bring it in. Keep the inner knee, bottom of the knee, outer knee, always trying to roll on the floor. So the more the knee stays down, the more the joint's going to open up. You're going to feel like you just stretched. You're like, what? I didn't stretch, but this is a stretch, actually. It's a strengthening and a stretch. Good. Change directions. Go the other way. Oh, great. Keep it up. One more. Good. And relax. I notice everyone's hips were kind of tight, so we're going to try one more for the hips. You're going to go side to side. But watch how I do it. I'll take a step over. I'll bring my hand across. Then I'm going to lift my hip off the ground. And as I rotate, I'm extending the leg out and trying to keep the hip as low to the ground as it can get. And rotating while sinking down into the floor with this part of my thigh and hip. And rotate all the way. And once you feel like you're about to run into a neighbor or the wall, we'll go the other way. All right. Step, lift, elongate the leg, and keep the hip going down as you rotate. Keep breathing. The whole foot rolls around. Good. Let's go the other way. Ready? Now go back the way you came. Elongate the leg and step over. Good. And again, elongate the leg and come over. Nice job. Okay, you can go back to your mat and we're going to go the opposite direction this time. So now we're going this way. Step over, bring the hand over, lift the hip, elongate the leg, and keep the hip sinking down as you rotate. Side of the foot, put a little pressure on the foot and keep sinking the hip as you're rotating. Good. And then when you step over, same kind of thing. lift, breathe, elongate, and sink, and go all the way around. Okay. I guess two is all we can do. Let's go the opposite way, just the way you came though. So you go back, keep that same leg extended, hips sinking, and rotate as you breathe. Great. Keep it up. All right. Kind of weird, right? But stand up. Walk around. Tell me how you feel. It's like you didn't sit for 30 minutes anymore, right? Joints are free and loose. Hips are opened up. Knees are free. There's another one for the ankles I just skipped because of the sake of time. It is, dang, it's 8:30 already. All right. Let's end with a little downward dog so we get some blood to flow to the head. You won't need any coffee today. And then we'll get you out of here. Okay. Feet to the shoulders, knees bent, and inhale up. Exhale, prayer pose in front of the chest. Inhale, dive down. And you can either bounce back or you can walk the feet back. And then spread the feet shoulder width apart. Push the shoulders back and down away from your hands and lift the hips up high, up on the toes. Once again, after going up on the toes, you got to push the shoulders away from the hands. Take some deep breaths. We'll get the core engaged with the three-legged dog in a second. Next inhale, raise the left leg, bend the knee and drive it to the chest and kick out. Good. Switch. Keep breathing. Good job. And drop it. Next one's twist. Bring the left leg up. Bend the knee and drive the knee to the opposite elbow. And then kick it back out. Oh. Mm, 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 mm. Good. Last one and switch. Oh. Keep breathing. Last one. Nice job. Drop the foot. Bring the chest down slowly as you breathe. Curl it up. Shoulders back and down. Deep breath to the belly. Next breath, sink the hips to the heels. Child pose, chin down, drop the shoulders, drop the hips, melt into the floor. Breathe deep. Try to feel your lower core. Release the tension that's in your shoulders and under your arms. Take one more deep breath. Go to downward facing dog, toes down, bring your chest forward, and push the shoulders back. Ah, walk the dogs a bit, bending a knee and pushing a heel back. Those calves, some circulation. And push back and down with the shoulders again. Feel free to bounce forward or walk up. Inhale. Bend the knees and back. Come up. Inhale. Palms up. Back down to prayer pose. And if you want, you can say namaste. Namaste. Good work, y'all. Thanks for coming. Welcome. Great job.
Thank
Or
you. Bye bye.
you're welcome. Thanks for being here. See you next time.